Is there a problem, citizen? What are you looking for? The Imperial Palace is at the center. The 6 districts are arranged around the palace like spokes of a wheel. Starting in the northeast, moving clockwise, you have the market, arena, arboretum, temple, Talos Plaza, and Elven Gardens districts. The waterfront is south of Temple District. The Arcane University is south of the Arboretum. The Imperial Prison is north of Market District. There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. All of Debella's priests and priestesses murdered. Carry on.
Speak. We're here to help. Thiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Hales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine. Move along.
What can I do for you? It is a wonderful city, and I'm proud to have served her for 40 years. But if you've got to travel, by the 9 Divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't safe anymore. We've had sightings, you see. The Daedra. Move along.
Speak.
What is it, citizen? We're here to help. Certainly. I'll unlock the door for you.
Say it. So I wanted somebody murdered. So I prayed to the Night Mother. What? Is that a crime now? They even took my...
Can I help you? Farewell, citizen.
You have my ear, citizen.
Speak.
Spare a coin for the infirm. I can eat for a day with a single coin. Thank you, Kat. The Fighters Guild is recruiting a... Blessings of Mystara upon you.
Savarius Aetius, we will comply with the Watch's orders. I agree with the Watch, Captain. This Aetius-Sintev feud has gone on long enough. I can control my people. I hope Iniel can control his. Claudette Perrick runs a fine alchemy shop. You should check out the Gilded Carafe. Good day.
Welcome. What kind of deal? I have the best... Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? That's more than I'd usually pay. A fine transaction.
Thank you for your...
Goodbye. Please, come again.
How does the day greet you, friend?
Samuel Bantian. You want to learn a few...
The Emperor and his 3 sons dead.
I only do the training anymore.
Let's get to training. Take care.
Let's hear it. Stantis Farid. I'm not a priest anymore, just a private seeker in search of white light. Anyone looking for work, look around. Bye. Speak.
Spare a coin for the... I'm only... There's something strange about Ida Norman. Blessings of Mystara upon ye.
What is it now? Whoa! Oh, you scared me. A big city. I'd really love the lights at night. If I had a question about heavy armor... Take care.
Hi there.
Good to see you.
The news from Anvil is terrible. Have you heard about the attack on the chapel there?
No, I haven't. What's happened?
All the priests
Speak.
slaughtered? The whole chapel desecrated?
No.
Without question.
Have you ever shot to Edgar's?
Speak.
How are you?
My name is Anchor Safran.
Anyone looking for work should...
It's not that I'm...
You too.
What? Welcome, friend, to the type... Why, yes, I do have a lovely room available. Very well. Where can you find some... There are... Everyone's... Can I interest you in some of my wares? You too.
Hi there. On to Sven. I spent 4... Farewell.
Hello.
I'm the shepherd here. If he's not sleeping or eating, he'll be fussing with his books, I reckon. Sometimes I just go look at the Good day.
Good morning. Welcome, good citizen. I'm brother. Things go from bad to worse nowadays. We are a monastic order devoted to divine Talos, who was the mortal Tiber. Like members of my order, the Blades are devoted to the Oh, yes. Be seeing you.
I'm Brother Joffrey. This cannot be. No one but the Emperor is permitted to handle... By the Nine! Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death? As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings. The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers. I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of. I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now, it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives. His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, and please, let me know if there's anything you need. It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. Waste no time. Your first priority... I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply Your first priority... One of the youngest Blades ever to serve in the Emperor's... I am glad to hear that he survived. The coronation of each new Emperor is sealed when he uses the amulet. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. With Emperor Uriel dead and... The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's... Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the... But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an... He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. You need to find him at once. The Daedra Prince of... He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the... You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard. I don't have much here at hand, but you're welcome to anything you need from my chest in the reading room. Prior Maberel and Brother Piner may also be able to help. You should speak to them about it if you haven't already. Farewell.
Good. Yes? Well, but go ahead. Well, we both have... Good afternoon.
Oh, hello. I know that you are on an important mission for the Go with...
Good to see you. Pay up or else. Actually, that's the way...
Maik knows much, tells some. Maik knows many things others do not. Maik wishes you well.
Well met. Duty calls. By the time we got there, it was too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. Don't know if this is true, but I heard a gang of all-female thieves is preying on the married menfolk of the town. An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. If you want to help us do something about it, go talk to Gogan in Melona. Be seeing you.
Have mercy. Just one coin. Oh, hello. Can you spare a coin? I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids. Thank you, kind sir. Everybody's talking about the Prophet. After the attack on the chapel, people are inclined to believe almost anything. Sure, go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside ranting at passers-by. It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city, nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me. Blessings of Julianos upon ye.
Greetings, Brett.
Would you not do the same, children of Cyrodiil? No. You
you would not. This is plain. You looked away when the fires flickered, and now act lost that they are gone. Only death remains for Tamriel. Death and oblivion. The blood of Nebella's slaughtered acolytes cries out for vengeance.
Okay, now you
I wouldn't
maybe
go in
can
there
hear
unless
me.
you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Can you hear me now, Boog? Yeah. It's just delayed. But yeah, I started this stream up for my friend to see the quality of the game, and yeah, I just forgot to take it down, and now you guys are here. So I don't know how the algorithm recommends you to me, how you guys get here.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild.
Everybody tells me about the Fighters Guild, but I don't know where it is right off.
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean
Yeah, no,
I'm going
definitely.
crazy
I wouldn't say I'm a streamer by no means. I just posted some YouTube videos every now and again. Yeah, it's funny that you said that about the thumbnail, because when you couldn't hear me, I said the same thing about the thumbnail.
It's baffling. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of be seen.
Who will take up this holy crusade? Will no one take up this holy crusade? So, another one who has come to listen to the madman's rantings? Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended. This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath. Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned. Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aelids, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
So I have a PS5 Pro. I just got it the other day, and it's felt pretty good to me. I did have to turn off the setting. I can't remember the setting, but it was making it feel real weird.
I can read
But other than that,
the
it seemed
ancient
to like
runes if you cannot.
keep up well, I guess.
A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat. Alas, Umaril cannot
Big thing is
be
it's a
stopped.
game that you played when
Not
you're
without the
younger.
aid
Well,
of
at
the
least for
gods,
me.
not without the Crusaders' relics.
So I
Without a
remember like
champion,
2006
the
graphics,
gods
2008
are powerless
graphics.
to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusader's weaponry? You would quest for the
I guess I'll
holy
do it.
panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake. The legendary
Yeah, see, I think
relics
once
that have
it
been
gets
sought
like
by mighty warriors
they
throughout
fully
the
line out all the
ages.
bugs and
Are
everything.
you a worthy knight?
But it's like once they line out the bugs, I think it'll be probably better on PC. I'll tell the story. I guess whenever I played this one as a kid, like it was my first RPG that I ever played, and I may or may not have played the entire game without knowing that I could fast travel, being that it was my first RPG. And I'll be honest, I don't remember. I don't know how much I even leveled up, because the whole mechanic of having to sleep while you level up, just no clue.
Then I'm sure you will have no
Don't
trouble
remember
finding
that
the
at
relics on your own. You clearly need no aid from man or god. Why do you come to me for aid, worthy knight? The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Aliads. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak. Only a true knight, wielding the... But the
This guy's kind of going on and on, to be honest with you.
Are you? Then I'm sure you will have no trouble. Why? Are you a humble heart? The gods... What I can tell you is that travel to... If the gods deem you...
You got a quest marker? Okay.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
The fighter is in here.
Looking for adventure? The Fighters Guild is a good place to start. If you're looking to join up, you should speak with Velena Danton in Coral, Azan in Anvil, or Burzgrow Kosh in Cheydinhall. I swear that when I passed by Benaris Manor last night, I heard someone scream from inside. Velwyn Benaris will never sell that death trap.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine Morrowind. I never played Morrowind back when I was younger, but knowing, like, I've heard that it's very, very big compared to, like, even Skyrim or even some of the, like, bigger open world games now. And, like, this game is very unforgiving, you know, so I couldn't imagine how it was back then. Yeah, there's no way.
If you're interested, see Velena Danton. That layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms. The prophet speaks true. If you want my help, join the guild. You won't regret it.
From where do you hail?
What can I do for you? Looking for some work? If the Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining?
Right. Yeah, I don't see him ever doing a remaster of Morrowind or anything like that. Just too old. They might do a complete remake. But surely they'll just release ESO6.
Fine. You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. For contracts, speak either with me or with Burzgro Kosh in Cheydinhal. Good luck to you. A contract for you? I think I've got something that suits your experience. Arvina Phyllis has some problem with rats in her house.
Yeah, just over the years, they made the games like just more forgiving and easier. Like just taking the class systems out of it, each skill upgrades individually. Like coming back and playing this
rats.
after playing,
I'm sure she can
like
explain it to
Baldur's
you better
Gate
than I. She
and
lives
other
here in
RPGs that
Go and
take,
talk to her.
you know,
Good luck.
a lot more thought. It's like I tried the difficulty scaling on this game is very messed up, I have found. The hardest difficulty is impossible. And then expert's just too hard, and adept, which is what I'm on now, is just too easy. But I kind of saw that in like Reddit threads and things I'd seen in the game.
Go take care of the rats. Then
everyone calls me. We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose. Sure, the guy down by the chapel. Goodbye.
Heroine of the fighter. Knowledge is power. Take care.
Go ahead, please. Not smart to carry around broken equipment.
I know what call it broke.
You too.
You look like a Vigdis, Fighters Guild.
Jeez. Really looking at me, huh?
Knowledge is power.
I don't think
Be seeing ya.
blunt at all. What school book? You said this is cool?
Hello.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Good to know. Bye. Hi there. Lensilarum, Fighters Guild, through and through. I'm from Morrowind, north coast of Vardenfell, near Cool, so I like it here on the Gold Coast. Sometimes I'm willing to teach, if you're willing to learn. Be seeing you.
Greetings, Breton. I'm Rufrius Venetius, fighter. Take care.
Anybody in here that sells? Yeah. Yeah, have you played the game? Do you have the game? Or are you just saying based on what you see? I know you said something about PC. I just open it. Pick this is ugly. Oh, how nice of it. I see, just not the remaster. See, I don't know if they changed it in the remaster. The specific thread that I read was on the remaster. So I don't know if, like, with the way that they changed the classes and things slightly, because I know just from what I read, I can't really remember from being a kid, but I know that everything's been kind of tweaked a little bit with like the classes and the way everything worked. 13 pages. Man, they really put time into this back in the day, huh? Just ceremonial. Like that's it. Found it. Yeah, it might be a weird take, but I know that they were making, I think it's Sky Oblivion. They had like a mod coming to PC that they're still working on. That they use like the Skyrim, creation engine and modded Oblivion into it. But I think that could be like potentially even better than what they're doing here.
What is it?
But for the fact that I'm playing on console, it gave me accessibility to the game. So that's a win for me.
What? You too. Oh. Hello.
Hello. Oh yeah, definitely. There's just so many casual gamers now compared to what there used to be. Like I'd say I put a little bit more hours into games than a casual gamer, but all in all, it's like I've never made the jump to PC just because console's always been, as far as money, it's just like you can get, with the PS5 when it came out, now the Pro that it's out, it's like you put the same money into a PC, and yeah, you're just not going to get as much out of the same money, I don't guess.
With the foresight of death, I
get more out of PC, but you have to spend more money.
Yet lives. Oh, bitter knowledge to take to my grave.
And mages too, I believe. Mages Guild right beside the Fighters Guild. Who would have thunk it?
Hello there.
Holla at you.
Is there something with which I can assist you? Perhaps you're curious about joining the Mages Guild.
Right.
As long as you're not a wanted criminal, there's a place for you in the guild.
Todd. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that like the console gaming has definitely brought, well, just the money flow that it's put in, that it's given gaming to be able to make AAA games. Not to say that they haven't squandered a lot of that money with some big busts, because it doesn't necessarily take a lot of money to make a great game. But all in all, it's like the whole industry getting to where it's at, I think, takes that. I think it takes GTA 5 and all its microtransactions, unfortunately. As much as I don't enjoy them, the money had to come from somewhere.
All right then. Congratulations. You'll need to receive a recommendation from each local guild hall in Cyrodiil to advance in the guild and be given any sort of responsibility. They can be done in any order, but they must all be
Like the
sent
sweaty
in
gamer,
to the
they're
council
just gonna
before
grind the
you
game,
can enter
you
the
know?
arcane university.
Get VC, whatever in-game money is, and GTA, I can't even remember, but it's like casual gamer, that's the person they're targeting, the person that spends their time working, just wants to pay, make the game easier, or pay for time they can't necessarily put in the game.
Unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so. We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Brina Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
Oh, 1 second, let me pull the chat up on my phone. Pretty sure from what I remember, I have to do
Archmage Traven has closed the doors of the university to all who are not qualified to enter. A wise decision, in my opinion. It's in the Imperial City. Perhaps someday you may be able to visit him there. He's done wonderful things for this guild.
Oh, you said in your country. What country do you live in? Just out of curiosity.
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned. It's a sad thing to think that a mage would kill helpless merchants for the wares they carry.
Oh, might be harder than you think. For me, anyway, being from Kentucky, I've not traveled a whole lot, not very versed. Very well spoken in English, obviously. time zone wise. See a lot of people from Australia on it this time. Just as like a random guess.
Good day. Greetings. What's going on with you? They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Halalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Yeah. My buddy's watching the chat as well. He said English is pretty good. Like, I mean, maybe autocorrect helps with a lot of that, but it's like as far as like the phrasing and things you're using. I guessed. I picked Australia. That was my random guess. Russia? I would not have guessed that, to be honest. Truly would not have. But I do know there's a lot of gaming sweats now that I think about it. He said he was a PC sweat.
Thorin, journeyman of the Mages Guild.
Time zone wise, it makes sense too.
Have a look at my wares.
Spell.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Bird. Skill level too low. That would be a nice one. Like that could almost be worth money. For that. Oh, so you played all the classics. Doom, Quake. Might come back to this bit. I'm delaying my level up too. That.
Bye.
Greetings, fellow Breton. Mark Gullet, Mages Guild Evoker, advanced instru... Good day.
Hail! Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true.
Yeah, I actually day-to-day work on semi-trucks.
Greetings, Breton.
And I've met a lot of truck drivers from Russia here in the States.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Hey now.
Hello, good sir.
Gorgo Brochure, soldier of fortune, which means more or less unemployed and thoroughly pauperized.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing to think about. Like, even here, I don't know how it compares price-wise, but like you know, as far as like, I guess something to compare it to is like a PS5 Pro is basically like 3/4 of a month's rent for me. But I don't, and you know, I don't know how it is now compared to, you know, when you were a kid growing up.
Enough talk.
You know, you was pretty mean to have that
Hello.
to say, pretty rude.
Jesson Sextius, singer, composer.
Come in the door and this orc told me to just shut up right off the bat.
Goodbye.
Somebody in here's got a
I'm Wilbur.
sale.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Watermelon?
Stop talking.
Hello, good sir. You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you? If you are,
Not, I found this tower.
don't wait too long to decide. What? Goodbye.
My name's Quillweave. I think we're in for some hard times. You've got a lot to learn.
Sure.
You too.
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Right, like that's like, for me,
Hello, good sir.
I guess it more than anything, you know, PCs you can build, I guess, versus the console you have to buy pre-built, you know, so they're selling it, they get a price point somewhere. It's like maybe you just, you know, supplier-wise, being in a different country, have accessibility to be able to get a PC a little bit easier.
Well met.
Do you need something?
'Cause, you know, I've always wondered how much like PlayStations cost. If you live in the same city that Sony's in.
Hail.
Nintendo and things like that. Got a lot of quests.
Go ahead. Pinarus Inventius, hunter, woodsman, and marksman at your service. Knowledge is power. We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor, and no air. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried.
Bye.
Oh, there's an heir. Just the only one that knows about it. Right, yeah, the brand just means so much. You gonna try to rob me?
Your life.
Didn't I kill you earlier?
Actually, I want
I
you
don't know how to
to
get off
die.
the horse. Quit hitting my horse.
I'll hack you to pieces.
Right, yeah, Sony stuff being accessible. See, that makes sense just because they're so close to, you know? Like, just not their name brand stuff. That was marketed for Western culture. Which is crazy now. With all the tariffs and stuff, who knows, all that might change. Might be harder to get that kind of stuff over here soon. Oh, the tariffs.
Hello?
Hey, don't be looking at me like that.
Greetings.
Hello.
Way shrines of the Nine in the wilderness confer blessings on the righteous and faithful.
Oh. I think we're in for some hard
Yeah,
times.
pre-built, like
The death of Uriel Septim and his heirs changes everything.
a good PC,
So
like
I've
a
heard.
Starforge
See
or
you.
something
Goodbye.
through Asmongold.
How are you?
You're gonna be
Hello
spending
there.
like, 3,000 USD. I feel like. Don't quote me on the price, but that would just be my guess. If you're building it, I think you could probably build a reasonable one for like 1,800. And that's assuming you have a monitor and a keyboard, all that
What?
stuff super pricey, going to Best Buy and picking it up, at a brick and mortar. What, wasn't I supposed to talk to this girl? I got sidetracked.
Hello there. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you? Carahil has sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Christoph.
The thing
Rent a room for
is
the night.
too is like,
Once you have your room,
I don't
will
know, the
meet
way
you
things
there.
are here.
If anyone
It's like
asks,
people
you
are
are
less
a traveling merchant, nothing
willing
more.
to build their own
Do
stuff.
not say otherwise to anyone.
I do just
No,
see
friend,
that in
I'm
general, me
afraid
working
I don't
on like
know the way to Shaden
vehicles
Hall,
and
but
semis.
good luck in your travels. Please
It's like
excuse
people
me.
are more lean towards the pre-built option because it has a warranty.
How are
They
you?
mess something up, they just want to be able to call somebody and be like, hey, my stuff doesn't work, like, give me a new one, rather than put the effort in to build their own PC. If something goes wrong, you learn from your mistakes.
It's you. Hi.
Replace the part, whatever it is.
How goes it? Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night? Let me guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like... Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders. I don't like to talk about it much, as it's bad for business. At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night? Right then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn.
Even though people like me get murdered here for some reason, and you told me about it beforehand. Pretty crazy sales pitch.
What can I interest you in?
A bunch of cabbage for sale.
Be seeing you.
Must be me. What time is it? 5 p.m. It ain't bad time to go to bed.
Pardon me, did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant? Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case. Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
Well, that wasn't suspicious.
Hello there.
Yeah.
All right. It should be safe to speak here.
You think it's safe to speak here? I'm pretty sure the killer's directly to our right.
Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible. Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle the matter quickly. Now, get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
This is truly Oblivion at its finest. Are you just gonna stare at me?
What is it?
Really? I'm going to bed. You can just look at me, I guess. Yeah, they come into my room.
Then, I'm listening.
And be like, what is it? Oh, I didn't think about sleeping. I guess we'll get us a little level up here.
All right,
Beware
then.
along the road.
How goes it?
Yeah, I do like that they didn't fix any of the brokenness about the game. Like, they didn't try to fix any of the wonky AI stuff or the people following you into your rooms for no apparent reason. Still too early for you, buddy.
I'm afraid your journey ends here, traveler.
Wow, I didn't even have to
I'll
go very
be
far.
taking whatever you're carrying. After you're dead, of course.
I might have attacked my my friends at that point. She's got some stuff on her. Right. Yeah, it's all the memes, you know. It's like without the jankery, you couldn't have the memes. We're gonna ride back to town because immersion. Right, the Khajiit has infinite memes, I feel like. Him and the Imperial Guard. Speaking of that, Boog, are you still here? You see that video I sent you on Instagram? Can't remember straight away. No, not that one. I said that. It was before that. Yeah, 4080. 1100. Is that like 1100? Is that case and all? And then you got a little bit extra on like a monitor, a good monitor to go with it. All the other accessories. Can I bring my horse in here? Okay. Yeah, let me just verify that, just for giggles. I'm pretty sure they're very expensive. Okay, so I went to like Starforge website for me, and they do have some like entry level ones that you can get. I'm not 100% sure on specs, but for 1400, and then they have another one called the Navigator that's 2,000. And they have one on here that's $6,299. I don't know what kind of computer that is, but it better do some sexual favors for me as well for $6,299. That is crazy. Right? Yeah, you definitely got to go with the expensive stuff. Like if you're gonna get a 40, you know, if you're gonna have a good PC, get a 4080. Like you gotta have a good monitor to go with it. And at that point, why not get a good mouse and stuff too? You know. Heck, I'd get a good mouse pad. He said 6K entire families can live for months with that amount. I feel like that's true anywhere, you know? But yeah, somebody, like, that's an option on their website. Somebody somewhere is buying a $6,200 PC. I don't know who. It ain't me.
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
It was a she, but I found.
A she, you say?
Oh.
And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people. Farewell.
Alright. Done my thing.
You need to see Ugak if you want to buy. Farewell.
I got a free horse, actually. You wouldn't believe it, but somebody just gave it to me.
What is it?
Brother, you're watching the wall. I don't know what you guard.
Over here! We can't talk here. Too public.
I appreciate it a lot.
Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
What do you want me to do? Follow me? Just gonna follow him just in case.
You fool! You'll ruin, no.
Okay. Randomly stop. No, I should pay attention to dialogue.
You fool! No.
I'll figure that out later.
Well met.
I'm Valandra Sabor, Primate of Julianus. You may address me as Your Eminence. A primate has better things to do than provide tourist information. Beggars have plenty of time on their hands. I'm sure you'll have much in common.
I kinda don't like
I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. Take care.
By what right do you disturb me?
I'm so mad in this game.
What?
Welcome to Oblivion Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm
Not
Gunder.
expecting that voice
Just let me know what you want. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yeah, definitely. I think just in general, we've made things so much easier on ourselves. Just not, like you said, regardless of country or anything else, just as humanity, we've made everything so easy that it's taken away a lot of the drive and things that people, creativity that you used to see. I don't know, we got a lot of smart people, not saying that, but like Albert Einstein, people like that, they did a lot in their time. That's because they, he playing video games, probably not the best thing, but it's like they didn't have video games to play. They just had to kind of sit around and think, I guess. Ponder on ideas. Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed. He would have been, can't even imagine. Yeah, I don't see him as a competitive shooter type of guy, I see him as like some sort of tactical game, Actually, I don't want to sell that. Sell everything in here, I think.
That's a good deal.
How much money you got, Gunner? 800?
You got a great deal there.
Did I, Gunder? Did I get a great deal? I kind of feel like you're holding out on me. Why?
An excellent bargain. A good price.
Blue blue suede shoes. I just sold my blue suede shoes.
That's more than I'd usually pay. Tell your friends about... Be seeing you.
What do you want, Breton Trash?
Greetings, Breton.
Not the Korean cyber athletes. That is fierce competition right there.
What's this about?
Have you seen Earthor around town lately?
Of course not.
Safe travels.
Farewell.
I'm only asking for a single coin. I'm only asking for enough to feed me kid.
That's what everybody's asking.
Thank
my guy.
you. Blessings of Akken.
I bet you guys have a question.
Greetings.
Hi.
I'm Salinas Vesinus of the Mages Guild. Adriana Barrena is the person you're looking for. What can I interest you in?
Telekinesis. Why not just call it telekinesis? Necessarily means that I get anything out of it.
Thank you for your...
And spells are expensive.
Be seeing you.
I've heard some strange stories about Count Hasildor. I'm sure they couldn't...
See a door.
I've heard rumors about him, but I don't believe they're true.
Uh-huh. The Emperor and his 3 sons dead, right under the noses of the Imperial Guard. It's a disgrace.
All right. They say that when you murder someone... What? Who? Have a look around. You will... Good day.
Okay, now we got...
You want me?
No, I don't.
You too. What do you want? Always keep your magical equipment charged.
Charged up, buddy.
Take care.
Good afternoon.
Hi there. Well, Arthur is acting even stranger than usual.
I trust you have good reason for interrupting me.
See, I've seen crazy stuff like that. But like 7, what is that? Tenths, hundredths, 7 thousandths of a cent for a, I don't know what a 500 milliliter Sprite is. I'm assuming in freedom units that's like 16.9 fluid ounces or something. I don't know, we're weird. We got, you know, our own weird system over here.
I'm afraid I haven't given it much thought. I'm rather busy, you understand. My research occupies nearly all of my time. Now that I think about it, I do have a small problem concerning Earthor. He's one of the guild mages here. Think you can do something about it?
Do you live like close to the border of Russia, to where you're like, it's easy to travel to other countries, or is that like a plane ride or a long car ride for you? Because it's just, I don't know, it's a funny thing for me as well.
Excellent.
To hear about
Just
people
don't have the
taking
time
trips
to
to
search
like
for him
other
again.
countries.
But I do need to consult him about some notes he borrowed.
When I
You
haven't
might
even
want to
been
ask
to
around and see if anyone can be of some
maybe
help.
like a few
Let me
states
know
outside
when
of
he's
my
back,
own,
and you'll have your
here in
recommendation.
or here in the United States. But I know in like Europe specifically, all those countries are so Siberian border next to Mongolia. So yeah, that makes sense. Right. Like that would be like me going to another state here. Like for me to go to the state south of me takes about 4 hours to go to Tennessee. Maybe like 2 to go to Ohio, where I'm located. So yeah, like going to another country is just like, I don't know, not that it can't be done, you know, you get a plane ticket or whatever, but it's just such like a big thing compared to like what it is for everybody else, I feel like. But I could also see in Russia, if you lived in like central Russia or something, I think it would still be. I see. And that's just crossing a border. right next to where you're at. Yes, I'll do
Any
your
luck
thing.
finding Earthor?
Earthor. I will find him.
Have Earthor see me when he gets back, associate.
New associates. Is it some initiation test or something?
Good day.
Greetings, apprentice.
I saw Agnet out drinking later.
Oh, I got the key. First try.
Greetings, apprentice. Hello. Dennis Archilian is a little...
I got a quest to go to.
Good afternoon.
I don't think he's that impressive. There's no telling him that, though.
Goodbye.
Be seeing you. A visitor, yes.
The Emperor.
See where American tourists, hotel, tip waiters. Yeah, it's crazy. And you know that was a big thing that I saw of why, like, I don't know, like every country I guess has their own problems. Me being in America, other people in other countries watching probably think that I sound silly, but you know, middle class over here. It's like a lot of the money that's here in America, and the wealth is like the top 1% or whatever, however they put that, and it's like a big part of that is even in other countries. Whenever people get rich, when you get rich enough, like most people want to come to America. You know, it's just like a big thing is to get rich and move to America. So I guess like Canada, which I know Canada's having a lot of struggles, but supposedly like someone in Canada like that's very wealthy over there is like middle class here. So it's like a lot of times people are going into other countries, essentially getting rich, and then they just leave and bring their wealth to America. Okay, we're going back in. But no, also I missed the question at the beginning. Sorry, I'm not very good at the chat thing. But I have not seen the movie Euro Trip Con.
Blessed we are.
Hi there.
Is it me, or is it quieter around here with Earthor missing?
Yes.
If you need to learn how to use a shield, you should talk to Fadus Calidius at the Fighters. Yes?
Seen that
I
Earthor
haven't
guy?
seen him in quite some time, but then, this isn't the first time he's been away, so I wasn't really that concerned.
What is it, associate?
I hear you got quite a task from Adriana.
You seem extra interested.
A nice enough
Suspicious
guy,
of
I
you.
suppose, but there was that awful scamp incident last year. That's when Adriana told him he needed to practice somewhere else. Somewhere else. Meaning somewhere far away. So he settled down in Bleak Flats Cave, did all his work there, and came back to town twice a week to check in. Hasn't been around lately, though. Oh dear. I just can't seem to remember where that is. What a shame.
Oh.
I'm here to help if you need me.
Didn't sound very sincere.
Yes. It's just northwest of Skingrad. Here, see it on the map? That's where Earthor wound up, after Adrian told him he couldn't practice in the guild hall anymore. You might want to make sure she remembers. Good luck finding Earthor.
This guy wasn't very helpful.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi there.
Glasser is acting stranger than usual, don't you think?
Certainly not.
Any sign of Earthor lately?
I don't think so.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Black Marsh has become more dangerous than ever. Many settlers have been lost, and most non-Argonians have left it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's as bad here as it is in, other countries. Like you said, it's all situational, but for the most part, like most countries that you can that's not a third world country, I guess. It's like
Hello, Evoker.
there's a top 1%, and that's where the majority of the money is, and then you have the middle class. That's where the majority of us
here
are.
with Earthor missing.
Yes.
Have you spoken with Adriana today?
I did, in fact. I don't think she was paying attention, though.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, and you hear that a lot in the U.S. too, like especially with all the political stuff going on. You hear a lot of people talk about how they're just going to leave or go to another country and this and that, but nobody ever does, that I know anyway. They all say how much they will, how much they hate it here. But they're allowed to say it, Right, yeah, that's like a big thing for me. Like, I had a girlfriend that was from a military family and stationed in Germany. She talked about how it was just a lot different over there, but how she liked it a lot more. I guess as a kid, she was a kid, so things were strict anyway. So it's like, maybe there's freedoms that we're used to here that she didn't have.
Good
but
to see you.
All in all, she said it was just a lot cleaner as far as the laws were stricter on how they recycled and how they done things. Just, like you said, just different.
Hello there. Greetings.
I literally had to remind her of it now. Pay attention. I thought I could just remind her of it after I found the guy.
Hello. I've heard the fighters...
You're here about that recommendation, I presume. Oh, I do remember telling. By we, I mean you, of course. I'll be here when you...
Guild has managed to recruit a few...
You're not gonna do nothing.
I don't think so.
I've heard that some...
Right. Like you said, just different. Like I said, anybody that wants to leave a country, it's like the political reasons, like, I don't know. Like, they're not going to solve your problems unless the political reasons are like war or life-threatening. But it's like if you're leaving a country to go get rich in another, like, it's going to be hard work either way. Success rate might be different, you know. Not saying that your percentages might not be higher, but it's not like you can just come to America and you get a bunch of money. And then everybody over here lives in mansions. I live in a little apartment. Get by. Yeah, my buddy, he lives in a trailer. Oh, hillbillies from the wood. Yeah, now we're getting something. The scenery just looks so good. So much depth to it. Things to pick up everywhere. Oh, I hear a nerd root. There it is. Take it. Oh, I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, and I heard that they've, like, you know, it's still creation engine underneath. Like, obviously I can even feel that. Oh, that was the but the way that they were able to keep that and use Unreal Engine, like, I don't know, obviously kept them from having to remake the entire game. But that was definitely the only way they could have done it and make true fans happy. Like, people talk about the creation engine a lot, but I don't know. I feel like if they get too far away from it, that it'll just be like every other cookie cutter game using cookie cutter assets out of Unreal Engine stuff. What's this saying over here? Gonna fight? Get you some. Yeah, not saying they couldn't upgrade someone else's one to fight me. Just music. They could definitely upgrade the creation engine, but I think they'd have to make their own, you know? Like the fact that you can interact with everything in the world, the fact that I can shoot an arrow, which I don't know specifically this game, but Skyrim, like, I mean, like I've seen the meme of somebody trying to shoot like a big giant, and it does the slow motion scene because it goes by the giant's head, goes way past him and catches like a rabbit way far away. Somehow he headshot a rabbit way behind it, so he got the kill shot animation. But it's like the physics that it uses and everything just is, it's just awesome for the experience. I just feel like they don't put that kind of work into games anymore. They just get Unreal Engine, get a bunch of cookie cutter assets out of it, paste it into a game, and try to charge you $69.99. Like, I know game prices are different too, comparatively. Because I'm chasing. Get off my tail. But like, does it end up working out to be like, you know, for like newer games now, around $69.99 your money? Like, I guess if you do the conversion or whatever. See, I'm gonna have to check this out. What is it? Low and stone. I don't know if I do. I don't know what this stuff does. Wait. Yeah, the thing is, eventually, like, I don't know. I think GTA 6 will set a trend too whenever it comes out. I hope they stick with the current pricing and don't bump it up even more. But if GTA 6 comes out and it's an extra $10 USD, like every other AAA game that comes out after will be as well. Just because they can. I won't say like Oblivion to me was reasonably priced. Like they didn't completely remake the game, and you know it was $50 compared to, or $49.99 compared to $69.99, like $20 off of retail new. Hey, hold this. Watch yourself. I fail. Yeah, it's like that's a game that reaches like every gamer, you know, casual or not. Like that was part of the reason that I went ahead and spent the money on the PS5 Pro, because I know it's coming out. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest, I can't even fully... Like, I never replayed Oblivion outside of it being my first RPG I played when I was very young. So, like, to me, I'll be honest, I remember it looking like this, but I know it didn't, you know? But it's like, as a kid, I feel like I used my imagination to increase the graphics or something. I'm lost. Yeah, that's another game that I'm going to try soon, is that new Indiana Jones game. Also Bethesda, but like even just being in this cave right now, the way the lighting is, holding a torch, where did you come from, brother? I feel like that game would just have really good vibes. Right. Half-Life 1. Just all of those games back then, you know, Need for Speed back in the day, like you thought you were in the driver's seat, man. It was right there. Need a ghost. Golly, look at the size of that mushroom. Not much loot going on in this cave. Hopefully there's something at the bottom. Oh god, you scared me. Almost killed you, brother.
I can leave the cave? Oh, thank you! I'm ever so grateful. You're heading back to Skingrad, aren't you? Could I, maybe...
I mean, you can. I
thank
about
you.
offed you
You're
just a
just
second
too
ago.
kind. I'll be right behind you. I can't wait to be back in Skingrad, safe and sound.
This is red, like you can get mad at me if I read it. Come on, I can't just steal all your stuff. Alright, let's go, punk. At least I got something out of it. Still following back here. Oh, we're under attack. Hey, they was all mad at you for that summoning stuff back at the guild. It looked like it come in handy. Wolves all about out here. Wolves everywhere, man. You got squat, huh? You got nothing. Why am I down here? Oh, so it's like a little Skyrim follower, huh?
Let's hear it.
I'll just go turn him in. That's a good thought, though. It's like
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
Be honest, playing an RPG, I just click the option, brother.
Fine, play it that way. Let me give you some friendly advice. Glarther is crazy. Maybe harmless crazy, maybe not. Don't get involved with him. If he asks you to do anything strange, you come see me first.
I'm awful worried about him. For him to just be a nobody dog. Go up here and talk to her. Do whatever you gotta do. Yeah, I would keep him as a companion, but I'm streamlining the Mages Guild stuff.
I'm listening.
Trying to get into that.
Well, my pride is a little wounded.
Well,
You're lucky I bothered to send someone after you at all. In the future, would you please be more careful?
Well, yes. I'll just pack up my supplies and be on my way then. Thank you for sending someone to help me.
Hello, associate. Go ahead, please.
Not even gonna let him stay, dog.
He's an interesting fellow. Selena's Facinus can tell you more. Selena should be around here. I don't mean to gossip, but I've spoken with Earthor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment.
That was, she sent him straight back out. Are you still following me?
What do you want? Bye.
That's interesting.
How are you today?
Okay, so you're done now. You could definitely tell he wanted to come back and stay, too. What that is, but that's a little strange. Other than that, it looks really good. Love the cold, the snow. And the tower, see, I never got any of the DLCs when I was a kid. I just played the base game. The remaster comes with all the DLC stuff. From what I understand, that tower's a part of it, but I already went and claimed that thing. I'm doing sort of a mage spell sword kind of build.
Can I help you?
What's up, mate?
Farewell. Hi there. Good morning.
Oh, my children will thank you for your help.
I don't. Oh,
thank you, kind sir.
Say I didn't remember help.
Blessings of Julianos upon you. Oh, spare a coin for the infirm. Thank you, kind sir.
You guys got a lot of beggars
Blessings
around
of
here.
Archaea upon you.
Go ahead, please. I've heard that Arentus Falvius at the chapel can conjure... Be seeing you.
Is that what you heard?
Greetings.
Anytime now.
It does. It does.
What is it?
Other than after I read it when you wrote it, all I read was
What?
Nova. Which reminded me of Dungeons and Dragons Nova damage. See, that's another thing. We were talking about countries earlier. You brought up Italian food. I feel like the food's a lot different here in America than other countries health-wise. They put a lot of chemicals in our food. A whole lot of chemicals and things.
No, I'm afraid not.
I understand Bumpf Gragash trains other Fighters Guild members on the proper use of heavy armors.
It takes a skilled fighter to move well in armor that heavy.
I've heard others say the same.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Good day.
Be seeing you. Greetings, brethren.
Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor. A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Yeah, I think a lot of it as well is just politically here in America. Like, there's a lot of money involved in politics here in America. I guess it might be the same everywhere, but it's like, I guess, stock market trading. Like Warren Buffett, one of the best, guys to trade in the stock markets. I think there's like 10 to 12 politicians that do better in the stock markets than he does. As far as like percentage of, profit, things like that.
A recommendation? Well, of course. This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Yeah, I don't think he gets rejected by a politician ever for any reason.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have...
Reappear, huh?
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
I feel like he's invisible, mainly because I remember this quest, but the way she's saying that's real weird too. I feel like I remember doing this a long time ago. Long ago.
Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item?
I'll take a look
Can
at
I
these
interest
spells.
you in some of my wares?
Browse, you know.
Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think, a spell backfired. That's probably it.
Sound like you know more than
I'm
you
afraid
let
you're
on.
not...
I'm skipping stuff I should read.
Tell me more.
Why does it say set Tumblr at the bottom? What have I done?
Tell me more. I'll take that, and thank you very much.
Maximum disposition. So I just wasted money. Okay, cool. Need to read more.
You too.
Is it the middle of the night? No, it's the middle of the day. Anybody down here? Not a soul here.
Hail.
My name is Selena What was it called again? Something Root? I think I'll have to refer you to Sindarian. He's a... Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Valinara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to pop.
Okay.
You never know when you might need a good strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can.
You know, I don't know if I know anybody from Illinois specifically, but I will say it's a northern thing. We're right on like the border, but like, you know, just like I'm sure like every country, like I know Germany, there's East and West Germany, and it's like in America we have the North and the South, and you know, in the South we're a little bit redneckish, as we would call it. But there's like southern hospitality. We're a lot more courteous, you know. See somebody driving down the road, you wave at them, sort of thing. And up north, which is where Illinois is, definitely more rude, less courteous, more about business. Yeah, Texas specifically is like they have like that's where you see a lot of like the gun thing. I know that's a big thing with America too, is like everybody just thinks that we all walk around with guns over here just constantly. And it's not like most people have guns. I don't even know if most people that I know anyway, in my personal experience from where I live, you know, being in the South, but like it's definitely that way in Texas. But it's like it's not like it's just a bunch of hostile people, you know. It's like you said, just like chill, nice guys, but they just also happen to have guns. They're real big about their guns in Texas. But like that's like I'm sure you've seen like Joe Rogan, you know, it's like Joe Rogan's in Texas. Elon Musk moved all his companies out of California into Texas.
Be seeing you.
I want to say Zuckerberg with like Facebook did or is doing the same thing.
Hail!
I heard that one of the Skingrad mages was assaulted, but I don't know the details.
No, come on.
Of course.
It's my pleasure.
I heard you know more than you telling me.
All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right?
Yeah, it's definitely a good point. Like that's where you see a lot of the videos, like, you know, some guy walks into a store to rob it and everybody in the store has a gun and he ends up getting held at gunpoint. Yeah, it's partially just the gun laws, but part of it too in Texas is their just in general, their laws are just more, I don't know, cowboyish and down to earth. Like I think Texas is which being from Russia, and what I've seen about Russia, you know, it's like I don't know how it is over there, but like in the States, like most states, like, you know, assault's a thing. And sometimes, like, you know, if it's a Commonwealth, they don't necessarily even have to press charges.
That's the spirit.
To
you help me
get an
pull off
assault
a little
charge.
trick, and I'll help you find
But in
Giscard.
Texas, you can still have like a mutual fight to where if you and another person agree to fight, you know, it's like you can do it and nobody can file assault charge. Mutual combat, yeah, that's what it's called. But they have a law to where you can just fight, you know, hand-to-hand combat, just fist fight each other, and regardless of the outcome, as long as, you know, nobody's like, you know, killed. Is that what it is? As soon as the other person hits the ground, it's over. So like no ground and pound, no jujitsu, just like a stand and bang sort of thing. But like there's just like laws made for it, you know, to where you can't file assault charges on each other. And then there's other states like California. I don't know specifically California, but I would imagine where, you know, you could fight somebody and both of you could say you don't want to file assault charges, and somebody still is going to get an assault charge. Prank.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Giscard.
I reckon we'll do what you want.
Let me know when you're done with that little task.
Yeah, it is real weird. Like, even like weed being legal, it's like weed is legal state to state. So like if you, like I can go to another state and buy weed or marijuana, you know, THC, but I can't bring it into my state. And when I go to that state, because banks are like federal institutions, like they all have to be cash transactions, and they can't do anything with a card because a card like goes into a bank. It's real weird. And then you have to pay like state taxes for what state you live in and federal
Good
taxes.
to see you.
How are you today?
Right. Yeah, that's always weird to me too. It's just like it used to be the same way here. You're invisible, dog. I can see you. I don't even have to. I don't need to do that guy's thing. I can just see you.
Go away. You're...
Okay. But yeah, it used to be like, you know, there's like marijuana specifically still like obviously illegal in my state. It's illegal in a lot of states, but there's a lot of states that it's not, you know. It's just like people used to go to prison for it, and now people can just do it if they want to do it. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Like you said, it's definitely a media coverage thing too, because it might happen everywhere, or it might be an everyday thing, but it's like, it's not something that I have ever dealt with on a personal experience in my 28 years of living, you know? It's like I've never been held at gunpoint. I've never had to use a gun, you know, for any reason. Which I don't live in a big city, like I live in a rural area. So it's like, you know, like a lot of times when I talk to truck drivers, they would refer to where I'm from as a village. But I still have access to, you know, everything, even being in a smaller area. Get a lot in that clove. Yeah, and I'm no expert, but all in all, it's like, I think that criminals are gonna get, you know, guns. All gun laws do is make it harder for somebody that's not a criminal. What's the population in Urban, Boog? Do you know? You still here, Boog? Is it like 18,000? Is that about accurate? Like 18,000 in the city that I grew up in? Which I don't know. I guess a village, when I think of a village, I think of something from like a village from like medieval times. With like 2,200? There's no way. Dang. So yeah, in 2023. 2000. I thought it was like 18. I would have just guessed that. I don't know. I've never just counted the people. I don't guess. So yeah. So yeah, you looked it up. I'm from a town that in 2023 had a population of 2,200. But all in all, like I said, when I think of a village, I think of like a couple hundred. Like you did mention a good point too, though. We're talking about a U.S.
She's quite a warrior. It's amazing how well she moves in heavy armor.
Yeah, like I think the town I live in now, which is just a neighboring city, like, you know, like 20 minutes from my hometown. You gonna look up Richmond's population just to make me accurate, Boog? 37,000, and that's the city that I live in now. Like I said, like 20 minutes from my hometown. So it's like, but we're right on an interstate, you know, a major highway that connects, you know, state to state here where I'm at now. So that makes a big difference. But yeah, 400K, like that's a bigger city. Like I'm sure that compares to like a bigger city here in you know, my state. But like you said, the U.S. truck driver thing, like they drive all over. They go California, New York City, just hugely populated areas, small towns. They get to see it all. Oh, I completely got sidetracked. I'm really bad at the chat thing.
Hello.
I'm also very tired, sleep deprived.
Yes.
I'm about to call it as well. It's 4:30. I just walked out of my task area.
What?
How are you? How goes it?
Yeah, right. 12 huts and an acre for corn. Yeah, but I think that's a good stopping point. I think I'm going to call it for the night. I appreciate you, DB Inbox. It was good to talk to you. Yeah, super chill guy. Yeah, I'll see you, Big. Peace. Yeah, I'll try to, you know, I play at night a lot of times, weekends and things. I might try to stream, throw it up on there. I don't know. Like I said, I was just doing it for that buddy I was talking to that was at my PlayStation party. And just forgot it was up, and, you know. eventually people just start watching, but I'll catch you guys on the flip side.